I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Fuck Biden, bitch, you acting like a tyrant. All you do is keep on lying while Americans are dying. I am a Christian man, so I hope that God forgive me. But I gotta empty all this energy that's built up in me. Let me keep the blunt joke. Hell fucking no. Kiss my ass and walk up on the White House grass and tell you so. No, don't think I'm playing Biden. You should be ashamed, but you ain't, cause you a coward. What happened to say the name, huh? What happened to the USA, huh? What happened to sticking to what the fuck you say, huh? Cause you don't do that. You say shit then switch it later. Not my president, bitch, you a dictator. Fuck Biden.
Biden, you a bitch. Biden, you a bitch. Everybody knows it and we're tired of your shit. Biden, you a bitch. Biden, you a bitch. Afghanistan, blood is on your hand every drill. Biden, you a bitch. Biden, you a bitch. Even Harris said it, dog. You a fucking racist. Biden, you a bitch. Biden, you a bitch. Wouldn't give a shit if someone said they found you in a ditch. Biden, you a bitch.
Biden, like my homie Burton said, you try that pedophile shit around my city, bitch, you end up dead. And I don't wish that on no people, but I think that you evil as hell. I don't know how the hell people still believe you. When you started calling shots, you said you wouldn't man they shots, but I guess you must have forgot because you out here taking jobs. But Hunter got a job, don't mind his laptop, and never mind he's smoking Parmesan, hoping it's crack rock. Then you got the nerve to threaten that your base is running thin. Your feelings mutual, Joey, about a fucking government. You counting balance on the tables, telling us it wasn't rigged. That you like it on your knees so much, suck a dick, motherfucker.
Biden, you a bitch. Biden, you a bitch. Everybody knows it and we're tired of your shit. Biden, you a bitch. Biden, you a bitch. Afghanistan, blood is on your hand every drill. Biden, you a bitch. Biden, you a bitch. Even Harris said it, dog. You a fucking racist. Biden, you a bitch. Biden, you a bitch. Wouldn't give a shit if someone said they found you in a ditch. Biden, you a bitch.
The Biden administration has become our domestic enemy.
All right. Good evening. What's up, T?
What's happening?
What's going on there, Moose?
Oh, it's fixing supper.
Damn good song right there, man.
Yes, it is. That puts you in the mood, brother.
Yeah, I got another one. I'm gonna try to. I need to start attaching the links, I guess, so people can get to that music. But
That's a damn good song. Yeah, it definitely gets you fired up.
yeah, I got another one by Tyler Forrest on the countryside, but damn,
Okay.
it's a damn good.
That's okay too. I've found as I've gotten older, used to I've always listened to music in one lane. But as I've gotten older, I think I've gotten broadened my spectrum some. I like music from a lot of different places now. I didn't think I would. So,
Well, you know, music is a strong thing, man. I mean, it really is. And
yeah,
the thing is that's, and I know y'all have heard about it. You know, I've posted in the chats and everything. That Richmond, north of Richmond, dude, that I've watched several reaction videos, and it doesn't matter race, creed, where people are from, they are behind that song, man. I mean, it's
hits home. That's why.
I mean, in 2 weeks, this guy's gotten 38 million views. I mean, on one video.
Yep.
I'm jelly. I'm jelly.
Hey, you know, props. That's all I can say, props.
I mean, he's telling the truth.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Did you see he turned down an $8 million contract?
I did see that.
Yeah,
I think he's turned down multiple.
yeah. He said
contracts.
he has no interest in being bought out, and he doesn't want to have tour buses and semi trucks and
Nope.
none of that. He said he just wants to write his songs and play his songs. That's it. And I can respect that.
Yeah.
But here's the fact. If he signs a contract, then he's under the control.
That's it.
A song like that would never have made it out if he was under a contract.
Nope. Did any of you see that Mama D posted something earlier about Adam Calhoun?
Yeah,
About-
I saw it
about
yesterday.
him?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
I was watching that today, and I'm just scratching my head saying, what an idiot. Not Adam Calhoun, but the moron that was, or the organization that was spreading all the half-truths and lies, and the amount of trouble he's having to go to try and clear it.
Well, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to say it was an organization out of the UK or a company, media company, but they have like a shell company or a shell office somewhere here in the States. And they issued a whole bunch of shit about Adam Calhoun, about how he was in jail for this. And
So?
but here's the thing. They got
hang on. They said he was arrested, felony arrest for beating his wife.
right, which never happened.
Right. And
No, he beat the shit out of some guys that lived in an apartment across a little yard where he lived at.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I mean,
Right, but that's not what this guy was reporting. They were reporting all kinds of crazy shit about how he had a different wife and more kids and just all kinds of crazy off the wall shit.
Who gives a shit?
And he said, you're not going to slander me and my family. He said, I will spend every fucking penny I've got to ruin you, in a manner of speaking. I don't remember the exact verbiage he used, but that was what he said. And so he was going after this company or whatever. He filed here in the States and couldn't stop them because they're based out of UK. So now he's having to do it in the UK to them. So
Yeah, but if they've got a business here, they're liable.
well, he's done that, but that didn't stop it. That didn't get removed. And in order for him to get removed, he's got to go to the parent company, which is in the UK, from the way I understood it.
the
Yeah,
way
I
I
think
understood it was, he had to sue the company here first before he could go after the UK company.
Right. And that's what he did. So
about $300 million ought to line shit up.
yeah, that's on the low side as far as I'm concerned. You know, you start fucking with my family and stuff, shit like that, spreading a bunch of lies. And they even said his wife was a drug user and something else. All kinds of crazy shit.
Well, we know what the situation is. It's he's speaking the truth. He's going against the grain, and they can't stand it.
That's it. Don't be a truther, buddy. That's hate speech. You know?
Okay.
Well, where do we want to start tonight? Do we want to start with bed shitter? Do we want to start with bugs? Or do we want to start with the border?
Well, I know where I want to start.
The white shit in the White House.
I want to know, is there any update on cocaine in the White House?
Negative.
Negatory. Nothing.
The whole
No.
purpose of me coming on this show is to find this out, and y'all aren't finding it out for me.
Well, the Secret Service keeps hanging up on me. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I've already got 2 drones circling my house 24/7.
Have you tried to call the president directly?
I keep getting Beijing.
You're gonna have to use a VPN and get like a Ukrainian number.
There you go. Speak with a thick. Hey, you know what? I got some Ukrainian neighbors down the street. I wonder if I can get them to call. That might work. I didn't even think about that. That's a good idea.
better be careful. They may wind up with $70 million and living somewhere else.
Well, as long as they cut me in, that's okay. That's all right. I'm their White House advisor. How about that? I mean,
All right, I got an update for you, buddy.
uh-oh.
This is August 8th. This is the latest update. It says a bag of cocaine found in the West Wing last month reportedly may have belonged to someone in the Biden family orbit.
Really?
YouTube, this is from New York Post, so there you go.
In the Biden family orbit. Well, that is shocking news.
And the president allegedly knows who it is.
Really?
That's what New York Post says.
Well, then the Keystone Cops got the job done. Damn. I bet Edgar Hoover is just so happy.
I think J. Edgar Hoover's shopping for a new dress.
They say times are changing. You never know. He may have changed the pronouns.
Okay, so this pisses me off right here, and this is going to piss you off, Moose. You ready for this? So the Post has not been able to confirm the Soldier of Fortune report, and the Secret Service has denied it. According to the Keating, while the Secret Service publicly announced July 13th they had closed the investigation without identifying a suspect due to the lack of physical evidence. Authorities were able to follow enough clues to come up with a name and were confident enough that their detective worked to inform the commander-in-chief. So they told him who the fuck they thought it was. Nothing happened.
Well, okay. Without getting us another ding, everyone in here knows what that means. Okay.
Well, this is from New York Post. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not a right-wing fucking news place. You know, I'm just saying.
Just everybody here, you know whose it was. You know why it got quashed. And we can bitch. We can say it's unfair. We can do that all day long. But at the end of the day, two sets of
Y'all
rules.
excuse me. I got to go hunt for some Parmesan cheese in the carpet.
Okay. So, just saying. I'm not going to say who it is because everybody here already knows. And I'm not getting a strike. Not from Vanguard. I'm sorry. Because I guarantee you, if I say the name, we're going to get a strike.
Well, it says here that it was not Hunter Biden, that it was another family member.
Okay. And
I guess that's why they're referring to it was in the Biden family orbit.
It must have been Sargis.
well, again, I could go down a rabbit hole with that and still get the same answer, but I'm not going to do it. I have my beliefs, my suspicions, and I'm going to stick with them. Because if it came in and was in possession of another person in the orbit, that doesn't mean they were the end user. And I'll leave it there. So, because think about it, you don't hear about Hunter being out and about on his own much anymore. He seems to hang out at the White House right by Daddy all the time now, doesn't he?
There's too many people looking for him.
There's your son. So he can't very well run out and acquire his how should I put it? He
Day-to-day necessities.
he can't go out and get his pop rocks like he wants. So he might have to have somebody bring his pop rocks to him. You feel me?
DoorDash.
Hey, some places that's how it rolls.
Can I get a pizza with extra Parmesan?
There you go.
Big Mac holding sesame seeds.
Anyway, so what? Back to Biden. What did you want to?
Okay.
We'll keep it in order. Biden, bugs. And
Yeah, let's get back to Biden. Okay. Everybody knows about the whole thing in Maui, about everything burning and slap the fuck up in this firestorm.
Jesus, yeah.
Okay. Now, last thing I heard, Biden was sending everybody there $700 checks. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's not going to buy me enough fucking Jack Daniels to make me forget about all the shit that burned up and everybody died. Okay? But yet, he was able to get $40 billion over to Ukraine overnight. Okay? Look at the disparity. And here's the thing. Fucking Hawaii is a blue shithole. So you would think that the Fed would drop everything and get a whole bunch of shit there, right? Nothing. $7 checks.
Well, here's a kick in the balls for you because I don't know how true this is, but I've heard through the grapevine that the FEMA people that are there,
Mm-hmm.
they're staying in hotels that cost $1,000 a night.
That sounds about right. But everything in fucking Hawaii is expensive. If you've ever been.
And there's vacancies at the Days Inn for $220 a night.
I can believe that. Like I said, Hawaii is very expensive. But, you know, you've got natives there that live there all their life, and they're saying that the way this fire occurred and what happened. Has anybody looked at any of the pictures after the fire went through? Has anybody seen any of that footage?
No, but I did see a bunch of stuff like they didn't cut the power off and there was no water supply, just all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing, dude. If you look at, like, I watched some footage. I don't know if you took it from a drone or whatever, but you could see there was, from what I saw, it was a field and then the town or the houses and whatnot, right? What's up, Jay? So it burned all the shit up. But then as the camera's panning down this coast, you come upon the governor's house, and guess what?
Still standing.
Oh, it's not only still standing, it has fucking grass. All the outbuildings are still there. But every other motherfucking building in sight or
Well,
house.
the winds are blowing that way.
Okay, well, let's say that's the case. There was a genie protecting this fucking house, okay? You pan further down, and you got two other McMansions or houses or whatever. Guess what? Unfucking scathed. I guess there were genies protecting them too. Then you look a little bit further, and there's a big-ass hotel right there. Not a scratch. Everything around these structures was burnt the fuck down. I'm talking about carpet bomb burn, napalm burn. I'm not talking about, looks like somebody had grease fire and it burned up the kitchen. All right? Charcoal briquette motherfuckers. Everything is. Even the cars. But these houses, it defies physics. I'm not no mathematical genius or scientist by any means, but I understand when something just don't add up, it don't add up, and that don't add up. So something, and it just seems odd. And there's a huge outcry from people out there in Maui about how this went down, how it happened, how there's no no one's doing anything really to get anything fixed. I mean, they're still finding bodies. And, I think Biden made a flight out there to make his appearance, or one of the Biden 15, Biden 32, I don't know which one. But stood there and was talking about almost lost his Corvette and something else one time or some shit. And it's like, you're going to sit up here and talk about almost losing your motherfucking car, and we're digging bodies out of the rubble. You think that's appropriate? This shows how out of touch this administration is, and people need to wake the fuck up and understand that. I mean, this is a state that continuously votes blue, okay? And look what he's done for them. Not a fucking thing. Okay? There you have it. That shit right there just blows my fucking mind. You got damn Americans that have lost everything under real bizarre circumstances, and you're going to give a $700 check and then come out there and talk about you're losing your Corvette and your fucking dog.
No.
While they're looking for ashes of their fucking lost ones,
There
No.
you go.
He said that.
Fuck you, man. For
He
real.
said he almost lost his cat and his wife to a house fire, and that was in his kitchen, and his Corvette, '67 Corvette. And then he laughed after he said that. And then he said, "All joking aside, I know what it's like to almost lose everything."
First off, that motherfucker wouldn't have lost anything, and the only reason he didn't lose his wife is because he didn't want to lose her. Let's face it, he's got a shady past. And YouTube, I didn't make accusations. I just say he's got a shady past. That's an opinion. So put that shit down, you fact checkers. And he has no clue, because if anything had happened, he would have been taken care of, because he's a fucking crook anyways. He's not a working class American. He never has been. He's been a fucking bottom feeder piece of shit. A manipulator. A fucking sociopath. That's an elected fucking official. So him trying to relate to anybody who doesn't hang out in the same motherfucking orbit as him is ludicrous at best. Agree to disagree.
I wonder how the fire almost started in his house.
Was Hunter visiting?
I was just thinking there was probably some Parmesan involved.
He found Parmesan in the carpet. He's a good hunter.
Oh, shit. Well, if you're not paying attention, you have a little bit too much to drink, you drop a crack pipe, shit can happen. Just saying.
Did you see the video where his motorcade came through and the people in Hawaii were just screaming "fuck you"?
Oh yeah, they were chanting and waving and saying hello.
No, I did not see that, but I will have to go hunt it down, because that will be humorous as shit. Here's the thing: if he's that way to a state that is loyal to him for whatever fucking reason, he's got complete disconnect from the American people. They need to wake the fuck up and realize that this son of a bitch isn't going to do nothing for them except destroy any livelihood or future they have for them and their family and their loved ones. I mean, look at what he's successfully done to this country. You can't blame Orange Man, because Orange Man didn't fucking do it. All right? I don't know about y'all, but I can look at my 401ks, and I was doing good when Orange Man was there. When this piece of shit took over, I've been hemorrhaging money. I've got my shit invested properly in hemorrhaging it.
What's up, Highlander? Long time no see, buddy.
What's happening? Good to see you, brother. you know. And I think another thing I've noticed too, even now you got a lot of these CNN people and these talking heads, all of them are terrified that Trump may get elected again. Have you noticed that?
They're all terrified.
Yeah, but when you start seeing it on a libtard cable service, you know shit's getting real. Because that tells me a couple different things. It tells me, A, that they already realize that the people they've been trying to protect and this, that, and other screwed the pooch so fucking bad that they're going to probably lose the election. All right? Then that tells me that there's no quick fix set in for the DNC to supplant another or transplant another candidate and have enough time to get them in there and campaign to make them effective. Because Trump's media machine, the more they throw shit at Trump, the more people are getting pissed off. Because it's getting to be.
Did you see that the Republican debate that they had last night affected the polls zero amount?
No, I did not.
Zero amount. And Vivek was completely defending Trump the entire time.
You know what could happen?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yep. And believe it or not, I seen something on, what's her name? Nikki Haley, South Carolina governor.
Yeah.
I seen something on her where she actually stated that even if he got convicted, she would still vote for him as president.
I think there's a lot of us right here that still vote for him as president. I don't give a fuck if he's elected because he's being brought up on trumped up charges anyways.
Fucking A, right. I'm going to vote for him.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like some of the views of some of the other people running. Some of their views. But if I'm going to back somebody, I'm going to back somebody. I'm sorry. I'm going to vote for Trump. Let me just make that clear. Because
I'm all in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's our best chance. I'm just being honest. If anybody can, stop this damn leaking, sinking ship, it's going to be him. I don't know what ship went down between Trump and DeSantis because used to, they were tight. So something happened between the two of them. Either this is one big ass media stunt. I don't think it is. Although it wouldn't surprise me. But if Trump can just endure, yeah. Because even if they arrest him, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, didn't I hear or read somewhere that even if they arrest him, if he gets arrested, like if he gets found guilty, they would still have to release him to fulfill his office?
That would have been me that told you that.
Okay. Me and you were talking about it. That's right.
So, well, we talked about it on the last live. So the way that works is the obligation to lead a country outweighs the obligation to serve time.
Mm-hmm.
So they would pause this sentence. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But it also said he could pardon himself too. You know what I'm saying? And I read that on a government official site. So,
well, we'll see what happens. I have a feeling the next few months it's going to get spicy. I would say look for something to go off the rails right after the first of the year. What that is, I do not know. I just have my suspicions. Y'all pay attention. Whether there's monkeypox 3.0, COVID-92.
And you do not want to get me started on that. So they're already starting to implement mask mandates and all that shit again.
Yep, we were talking about that earlier. Scare tactics.
Man.
Here's okay. This is not me saying COVID is not real or any shit like that. Okay, I had COVID. I lived the experience. But wasn't it funny that when COVID started hitting the States, all of a sudden the flu, nobody fucking had it?
Well, that's because COVID killed it.
Okay, so
The stronger wins. You know.
I guess so. So what happened to monkeypox? COVID killed that too?
No, they found out what causes it.
Oh, okay. They figured masks weren't going to help for that one, huh?
Yeah.
Social, yeah. Mm-hmm. Social distancing would have worked. I'm just saying. Oh, so, but yeah, but I just things were gonna scratch my head. Let's jump over to bugs. Let's do bugs. You want to do bugs?
Hell yeah.
Okay. I was watching. I don't know if it was a video I was watching. It may have been a video actually, and it was about a guy was talking about. He wasn't the World Economic Forum. He was something. Well, he may have been shit. I don't remember. It was somebody. He wasn't from here, and he was talking about how a lot of countries have implemented bugs as a staple. And I'm thinking to myself, yes, the countries that implemented those motherfuckers as staples are not modern countries. They're fucking third world or fourth world countries that drink sewer water running down a fucking street. Okay? Why the fuck do I want to eat a grasshopper? Why? Or a fucking
The reason
beetle?
you want to eat a grasshopper is because you're hungry.
No, fuck that. I'll eat tree bark before I eat a fucking bug. All right? My point being, you can't, it's like they're trying to desensitize people to eating fucking bugs. All right? The good Lord did not put us on this fucking planet with bicuspids to eat fucking beetles. All right? It's for tearing fucking meat. We're omnivores, not herbivores. We're omnivores. All right? We can eat a broad spectrum shit. What was that, Moose?
Do what?
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, you squelched like you were saying something. But yeah, I mean, the guy was talking about how, it was the same guy I was watching. He said something along the lines of he's one of the guys that likes steak and this, that, and other, but people need to be backed away from stuff like that. Go to more of a add bug diet to it and all this other bullshit. And I'm going, what fucking planet are you on? Why should I eat a grasshopper or a cricket?
All right.
I'm not a fucking brim.
I'm pretty sure that all of us here have seen, probably in my opinion, the greatest Western saga of all time, known as Lonesome Dove.
Okay.
Have you seen it, Vanguard?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a staple of the United States.
All right. And remember when Gus and what's his name went into San Antonio, Texas, and they were looking for a cook?
Faintly.
And they found this cook that didn't ride horses because he was an animal and he didn't think it was civilized to ride animals and, and all that. And they hired him. And the guy said, "What's that?" "That's awful tasty." And he said, "That's grasshopper." And Captain Call starts spitting and Gus keeps on eating it. And then, as they're on the trail, they're talking about, I think it was Yopan or what, I can't remember the guy's name. Anyway, he cooks grasshoppers sometimes when he can't find anything else to cook. That's when you eat grasshoppers. Other than that, no. You don't go belly up to a table and say, "I'll have 5 grasshoppers, 4 crickets, and a box of worms."
There you go. Yeah, I'm sorry, but bugs do not need to be on any fucking menu around me or in this country, as far as I'm concerned.
And the famous words of my dad, I refuse to eat anything I've ever used as catfish bait.
Well, like I said, I'm not bass fishing, and I'm not a bass, so I'm not going to eat no fucking bugs. Not going to happen.
My dad, to this day, has never had a boiled crawfish because he refused to eat anything he's ever used as catfish bait.
Well, now crawfish might be a bit different, but that's a subject for another time. But you know, that's the bug issue that I've got. I mean, what are your thoughts on bugs, Vanguard?
Well, you know, it seems to me they're trying to implement this shit, right? But I'm not eating. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I go to the grocery store and there's a sticker on there that the ingredient says this may contain, I don't know, granddaddy long legs or fucking cockroaches or some shit like that, it's no sell for me.
Yep.
Sorry. I think I'll just go on home and just knock off a deer. And, yeah, which I'm probably about to start doing that anyway. Get completely away from the whole populous meat supply anyway.
If you can do that, that is actually
Well,
really
About the
wise.
only time I ever eat like real beef is when I order a steak. All my hogs come out of the woods. All my ground beef is deer meat. Been that way for years.
Right, and T has seen some pictures that I've seen him and stuff I've talked about. Look, I've got the supply.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yep.
But yeah, we've kind of tried to wean away from that for a long time now and become completely self-efficient, which we've been successful at it.
That's great. It's great if you can do that, because there's no telling what the hell they put in food and shit now. Anything is processed, man.
They're growing that shit in a lab now.
Didn't somebody was trying to do some lab meat or some shit, and I can't remember the exact premise, but it was like they were growing meat. It wasn't an animal; they were growing it.
Yeah, I think that's been made legal too
Yeah, it has.
by the FDA.
Of course, it has, because Bill Gates owns all the fucking land.
Man, fucking homegrown takes another fucking meaning whenever you do some shit like that now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Have y'all seen? And they've been selling these things for years, but the little suckers with a grasshopper in them.
Yeah, I've seen those, and some of them got like a scorpion in them and shit.
Yeah, I've seen the ones with scorpions in them out in Arizona at the airport.
I've never had the guts to try one. I was wondering if y'all have even tried one.
Well, it's a gimmick. I mean, I started getting one for the grandkids just for shits and giggles. You know, would they ever eat it? Probably not. But yeah, they had them at the airport in the gift shop. I remember seeing those when I was out in Arizona. So I'm not eating it. I haven't. So
I've got too many options to be eating fucking grasshoppers. Sorry.
exactly. I mean, you gotta watch it too, because like you were saying, if you start reading different labels on food and shit, you're liable to find some shit you didn't know about you are not going to be happy with. So, and there is shit in food. There's bugs in your food. There's all kinds of shit in different food depending on what you're getting. So you need to read those labels just to educate yourself. You know, you'd be surprised.
I've always heard pizza sauce has mites in it.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it could, but I don't know. Depends on what the sauce is and where it's from, where it's sourced.
Look, there's a lot of stuff that you don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
Well, it's from the tomato, but
I mean, I could see that.
Well, you remember? Do any of you remember ever seeing the commercial years ago? Somebody had a Reese's cup and had worms coming out of it.
Ooh.
The Reese's cup had sat in the wrapper. I forget for how long. It was an old piece of candy that had never been opened, and I guess there was some kind of eggs in the chocolate or in the peanut butter, and had these little bitty little worms sticking out of the sides of the Reese's cup. That's been a long time ago.
and T, you just ruined one of my favorite chocolates. Thank
I
you.
will still eat a Reese's cup. I'll take my chances.
I'm not. I that mental image. I can't do it, man. Thank you. You just ruined Reese's cups for me.
Well, pizza is one of my favorite foods, and now I'm gonna be thinking about fucking mites. Fuck.
See, I'm fortunate. My daughter has a boyfriend who runs a pizza joint. So if I want pizza, I just go to him. Because I know he's making it. I know what he's using. And it's not like rolling up in the fucking Papa John's or Pizza Hut. I'm getting a old style pizza made, and it's good quality. So I don't have to worry about that. At least as long as they're together.
I hope they have one hell of a fight soon, and he takes that pizza and just has a field day with it and gives it to you with a smile.
No, I truly believe it. He's a real good guy. He'd be a good fit here if he had time to be more involved. I don't think he'd ever do that. He's just a good, solid dude. For me to say that about somebody my daughter's dating, that's pretty high up there. So, but yeah, pizza's one of my favorites too, Vanguard. That's like my go-to. I could eat pizza. I remember growing up, even when I was younger, as an adult, my rule of thumb was I could eat pizza every day. It just could be from a different place. I love pizza.
Well, we got a place local, you know,
Yeah.
and it's thin sliced tomatoes that they put on there, and like strips of bacon and shit. I mean, this is some real stone oven cooked pizza.
That's the good shit right there, brother.
Great, absolutely great,
Making me hungry just thinking about it.
man.
Yeah, where I live, it's pretty much go to the gas station, and that's probably gonna be better pizza than you can order from Papa John's or anywhere else.
Y'all got Hunt's Brothers out there?
Yeah,
Hey, that's a go-to on a damn late night Saturday when you
Yeah.
drinking too much. You don't want to go all the way into town.
Well, you know, we've got some racetracks. I don't know if Hunt's Brothers do them or not, but I know the racetracks here sell pizza. And all their pizza, you know how they cook it? And it's not bad pizza, actually. It's the same kind of deal. If you're out late and you're hungry, just get you damn pizza. But they cook in the air fryer. Weirdest thing I've ever seen. The whole damn pizza, they make it up. They slide it in this big-ass air fryer. Highlander, that's actually what we were going to talk about, what you're talking about right there. You're spot the fuck on. That was the other thing. What Highlander was just talking about, did y'all see what they were doing with border wall material?
aren't they auctioning it off?
It's on fucking Gov Deals. You can buy the shit pennies on the dollar. Instead of giving it to the fucking states and letting them use it to do it themselves, they're auctioning shit off on fucking Gov Deals. You know, the same place you buy fucking Humvees and, you know, trailers and fucking backhoes and pickup trucks, whatever the fuck else is on there. Yeah. Buy shit tons of that stuff.
You know, I wonder if I'm surely if I'm dumb enough to think of this, then I know someone already has. But surely somebody's going to buy it, and donate it back to the state, and let the state finish it.
Well, maybe, but you know, they've sold. If I remember correctly, they've sold a huge amount of it on Go Deals. And Highlander's correct. They, even though they said they could not do it, they are doing it. They're selling the shit out of it. Go back and look at the volume of what they've sold on Go Deals. I mean, we're talking a lot of fucking material. And that's material that your fucking tax dollars help pay for to sit in the fucking desert or in a storage facility somewhere. Yeah, as a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, and Highlander can correct me if I'm wrong.
It was already paid for.
Well, it was already paid for, but it was cost, I forget how much, it was cost them, I forget how much money to store it. It was some ungodly amount. And they're not even breaking even on it. And it's like, this is the kind of shit that, this is why Washington needs to be drained. These crooked motherfuckers, you know.
Did y'all watch the debate last night?
I did not.
I didn't either. I caught the highlights, some of the highlights of it, but that's about it.
That Raswani guy, he said one thing, and I just busted out laughing. He said, "I can honestly say I am the only not bought and paid for politician on this stage." I died laughing. I was like, you know, all right, so he's not the only bought and paid for politician because he's not a politician. Who's to say he's not bought and paid for by private pharma or something?
There's no telling.
And then, of course, the minute he said that, oh my God, that whole stage blew up, you know. But it was funny when he said that.
Well, he wasn't telling no lies. They said, I'm looking back at this shit that they've been auctioning off. It's millions of dollars of unused, and I'm getting this from newsnationnow.com. Okay? Now, I'm making this shit up, screw to. I'm reading it straight from their site. News Nation. Basically, they're selling it through GovPlanet and the Ritchie Brothers, which is same place, like I said, you buy Humvees and all that shit. They've already transferred, let's see, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers spokesperson said in an email to Fox News Digital on Sunday that they have already transferred $154 million worth of excess property to make these border wall panels. Okay? Since April, 81 lots of the parts have sold for about $2 million, and another 13 sets of tubes will be auctioned off later this month. Okay, selling this shit for a fraction of what it was paid, what we paid for it was worth. So they're low bidding this shit. Now, that's a lot of fucking material, and there's no telling. I mean, think of how long they've been selling this shit quietly when they weren't supposed to be selling it to begin with. You're correct, Highlander. They've sold a shit ton. But, you know, again, this is an administration that's running unchecked, just doing whatever the fuck they feel like. It doesn't matter if it's illegal or immoral. We're going to do it because that sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. So if it's morally wrong, we're your team. We'll take care of that shit.
Well, this proves right here that they don't want that border wall ever.
Well, no, because it's instant votes.
I mean, anybody that had a doubt in their mind, there's your smoking gun right there. You just witnessing the murder.
Yeah, but don't you have blue states or is it the Fed? Who is this wanting to let illegal immigrants vote?
New York.
Is it New York?
Yep.
Probably because it's all they fucking got left. But that's some horse shit right there. If you're not a U.S. citizen, your ass should not be able to vote. You should not be able to go in a fucking ballot box and cast a vote for anything, from dog catcher up. Period. That's one of the things of being part of this republic. That was one of our inalienable rights that our forefathers put in place for us to have a voice and be able to vote. And you're gonna give it away to people who don't even fucking live or not from here or never, just it's fucking asinine.
Great, we'll all be in goulash in 10 years, so I don't think it really matters at this point, you know.
Well, I ain't going in a gulag. I'll go in a pine box before I go in a fucking gulag. Not gonna happen. Not if I have anything to say about it. I'll put it to you that way. Don't want to do that. I got some shit I'd like to get done, but yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I think too much like William Wallace. I don't think anybody here is going to go to the gulag either if they can help it. I know Vanguard's not.
There's definitely going to be a struggle.
Yeah, it's going to make the fucking news. Let me put it to you that way. There will be news helicopters involved. So that's not me making a threat. That's not me inciting violence. I'm just saying somebody's going to need to pack a lunch that day.
Look, I'm not going to fucking jail or prison for being a law-abiding patriot.
Nope.
Kiss of my ass, okay?
Yep. That's it. Right there with you. You know. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm not going to live on my knees. I refuse. No matter what you offer me, or I'm not going to live on my knees. I'm not wired that way.
Well, I'm not doing it, and yeah, you're gonna need more than a sack lunch that day.
Well, I mean, here's what you got to think about. Again, ScrewTube, I'm not inciting violence. I'm pointing out an observation. Most people have the mindset that they're not going to do this or do that. If they're truly committed, if it comes down to some kind of coup or some shit like that where they try to do the whole Big Brother thing, you might have people that roll up and say, okay, you got me, I'll submit, this, that, and other. But how long do you think that shit's going to work? Because all these motherfuckers have told you, yeah, we'll go ahead and swear a fealty or whatever. Do you really think all those motherfuckers are not going to be sitting there in the background plotting and conniving, figuring out ways to undermine your shit from the inside? Think that shit through. Just saying.
With crazy people on the outside like me?
Well, no, I'm saying.
And, that are not going in under any circumstances, any cost.
I'm just saying.
Let me give y'all a preview.
I know this video. That is a classic fucking video, dude. I love it.
I'm trying to find that other one.
Funny shit.
Y'all remember the riot where the guy threw the fucking Molotov cocktail and it set his feet and shit on fire?
Yeah, I was in Portland.
Was that Portland where he did that shit?
Yeah, that was in Portland.
That was hilarious.
I gotta-
Well, the guy you just showed, though, the thing I find funny about it, and it's not even the meme and the sound effects, the fact that motherfucker never took his cigarette out of his mouth. And he's wearing that ass out. Oh, that's how you do it. And he was a Proud Boy, right?
I can't remember.
I think he was. I think I was a Proud Boy. I might be wrong, but I was thinking that was a Proud Boy. Might have just been pissed off militia dude. I don't know. But, hey, props.
You can tell that guy obviously had kids in. I mean, you know, used to spanking them. He never
Hey.
took a cigarette out of his mouth.
Nope.
I think that guy must have met my dad.
It takes a special kind of dude. And if they don't, I've seen 2 videos this week that really made me chuckle. And I enjoyed the videos. They were showing some shit actually worked just for a change. One was, it was a convenience store in Texas. And there's a guy with a cowboy hat, older guy, standing at the counter. And there's an attendant, and there's some woman, back towards the cooler or whatever, and this African-American youth teenager comes in with a gun, doing this shit. Give me your money, okay? Well, the thing that strikes you as peculiar is everybody stops, they're paying attention to Elroy with his gun, pointing at everybody. The older guy in the cowboy hat takes his sunglasses off or his glasses off, sets them on the counter. Now, at that point, you know something's about to happen. And that dude spins around and he points the gun at a woman coming around the corner. Cowboy dude goes and snatches that ass. Gun goes flying. The guy gets away from him. Cowboy guy's chasing him. 2 workers come out from somewhere wearing those damn like aprons or whatever. And they end up catching the fucker and detaining him until the police got there. Between the 3, I mean, they snatched his shirt off of him. He's trying to roll that shirt, and they snatch him as he's trying to go out the door. Props. Okay. So the next one I saw was in Hoodlanta. In Hoodlanta, the hood rats, they all like to get together in the middle of intersections at busy places and do donuts and shit and just act a fool like they're on Fast and the Furious, hoping to get filmed in the next movie. This jackass is out there in a new Ford something or other. It's a 4-wheel drive, I'd assume. Looked like it was a crew cab. He's just doing donuts. Just goddamn 2 major roads, thoroughfares blocked. There's hundreds of people standing around hooting and hollering. Here comes this GSP fucking Charger out of nowhere, wide ass open. People are scattering like fucking cockroaches. This damn state trooper comes around the corner. He's eating that ass up on that truck. He's running into the truck with his Charger the whole fucking way.
I've
Just
seen
tearing
that.
that up.
He
You
snapped
seen
the
that
thing
video?
out the window.
He jumps up, gets in the fucking hood of that Charger, and grabs that motherfucker. And I want to say he's got his damn sidearm in his hand, snatches that sumbitch out through the window, flips him over the damn hood. I said, that's some funny shit. Kudos to that state trooper for doing his fucking job, because no fucking local police was going to do it. Not there. So, just wanted to share that little bit of fun shit I saw.
Here you go. I got a throwback for you.
Uh-oh. Why you fucking Jordans up? That was funny. dumbass.
I love seeing fucking idiots at their own demise, man. That shit is funny.
I love it. He's probably running around going, "Who knew this was flammable?"
What's apparent he slept through fucking science. Fucking retard. That's one of those here's your sign moments. I mean, what a fucking moron.
Well, you know, he probably learned what flammable means after that.
Oh. Chica, I've not seen that, but I'll have to hunt it up and look at it. There's some good shit out there if you look.
Look, honestly, you know, and I've been stumbling through a lot of stuff lately. I think the tides are turning, everybody. Small glimmer of hope, but I think people are actually starting to get tired of the bullshit.
Well, I hope.
About time.
And then I watched a video with Andrew Tate, and I know some of y'all may not follow him. He is an idiot. But I seen an interview where, and I agreed with some of the stuff he said, and some of it I didn't. So he was on an interview with Candace Owens.
Okay.
All right, she was talking about how he changed his religion or something. He's more into the Israeli kind of religion now.
He's Jewish?
I don't know. He was Christian, right? And
Right.
here's the reason he said that he changed. He said because the most Christian nation in the world, and he's referring to America, is no longer Christian.
Well, he's not telling a lie.
Yeah, I can't deny what he's saying. Now, I don't agree with changing your religion just or the way you support your religion because of that fact, especially when you're on a platform like he is that can have a lot of influence.
Yeah.
But what he said was true. I mean, that used to be what America was based on was, you know, Christianity.
One of our cornerstones.
Is how is God going to view what we're doing, you know? And now it just seems like we're just in a satanic society now. It's just crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I don't know. But I did see that. But I've been stumbling across a bunch of stuff, man. And I think, and this is what I want to believe this, is I think the tides are turning.
I'm hoping you're right. I mean, it's encouraging to see the left wing media now kind of talking about. You're seeing more and more talking about how if Trump this, Trump that, or he may have a shot. If you remember, you didn't hear none of that last election.
No.
Nothing. I mean, from anybody. You didn't talk about Trump.
Well, here's the facts. If you're below that 1%, and when I say 1%, I'm talking about the hierarchy of the financial holdings in America, right?
Yep.
If you're below that, this economy is hitting everybody's pocket.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, when you start starving people out, people's beliefs and shit start to change. It no longer becomes, hey, I'm doing this to be popular. It becomes, hey, I'm fucking struggling to get by here.
Yep.
So it's only a matter of time. And
well, we always go ahead. I'm sorry.
The thing is, you know, and I read another story too about African guy, the richest man ever known in history, the richest man ever known. Like if you put funds together, what he had then and what he had now, he would have had more money than all of the top 1% in the world combined. That's how rich this guy was.
Right.
So he wanted to do what was called an economy elite. So he went through, let me tell you how he beat Egypt. And it was a simple thing that he done. We went through and gave out gold to every single person in every small village. So guess what that did? Equalized the economy.
Yep.
So without an unequal economy, the leadership has no control. They survive off of what's needed, right?
Yep.
And just simple thing is welfare, right? Or student loan forgiveness, bullshit like that. That gives them power. So if everybody had a little bit of money, right, or enough money to sustain, then they would have no power. And this goes back to even like the workplaces and, the vaccines and blah, 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 all this shit. People that got it, a lot of people were forced into that situation because why? They couldn't afford to lose their jobs, right? So the economy was controlling their decisions.
Right.
This was a little bit of history. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, that's think about. Really, that's how our society works. I mean, we've become basically in the same caste where we just get up, go to work, pay taxes, come home. Get up, go to work, pay taxes, come home. Sorry to hear that, Hillbilly. I truly am.
Prayers to him, man. Prayers.
But by doing that, what you do is you give them the power over you. If you make it where they can't hold that over you, or you like, I saw something one day here recently, and if you want to shake the foundation of the very corrupt government or the people that are trying to fuck you over, everybody don't go to work for 2 days. Stay the fuck home for 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
Watch how fast you change shit.
It will lock shit down.
I'm talking about, and I understand, but I'm talking about nurses, doctors, teachers, police, cashiers, fry cooks, everybody. Stay the fuck home. Grind shit to a halt and watch how fast you get somebody's attention. Because see, when you do that, you completely remove the power they have over you. Take care, Hillbilly. Be safe. Just think about that shit. Because we're all working for somebody else, or a group of people per se. I don't think any of us here are the head of a major corporation or any shit like that. We'd all like to be, maybe. It'd probably run a lot fucking smoother, but we're not. And by doing this, all you're doing is ingratiating, making somebody else rich, and you're getting the crumbs. And this is not me trying to promote no fucking communism, no bullshit like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we've allowed the upper tier to pretty much make us all into fucking serfs. That's what they want. They want you to work for the crumbs and then dictate what you can and can't do. This isn't a fucking monarchy. It's not a dictatorship. It's a fucking republic. We elect these motherfuckers to represent us. They no longer represent us. Just saying.
No, I'm with you 100%.
People need to wake the fuck up.
Well, let me go ahead and tell you something. If you want to control the top 1%, don't be like the other 99. Now, let me tell you what that means. Think for yourself, do for yourself.
Be an omega.
Exactly.
Be a fucking omega.
I forgot about all that.
Mm-hmm. Omega is the way.
Moose, you still with us?
Yep.
All right. Tell us what your grandpappy said.
Well, he always said, "Don't look up when it's raining." And whatever you do, don't run across the yard in a lightning storm holding a lightning rod.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Which might explain why he is always handing us lightning rods and lightning storms. But anyway, you know, pay attention what's going on around you, and you know, listen. People talk. You know, this isn't rocket science, people. I mean, there's a reason they want you to vote for them. You know. And don't just give your vote away, make them earn it. That's my 2 cents for the night.
Hell yeah. What you got, T?
I'm going to try a different track tonight. Don't take those important to you and your loved ones for granted. I've had a lot of death around me past couple months. A lot of illness. Not me necessarily, but close family or, you know, friends. And it makes you kind of take things in perspective. So take that extra minute to tell somebody you love them, call a friend, visit somebody, because as Hillbilly said a while ago, tomorrow ain't promised. And once that person's gone, that opportunity's gone. And that being said, keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention to what's going on around you, locally, nationally, and worldwide, because shit can pop off at any time. That's all I got.
Absolutely. And T's right in line with me. He's heard me say it a million times. Y'all have heard me say it a million times. Spend time with your family. Please spend time with your family. I think about things like that all the time. And normally, and you know, a lot of people say I worry. I have a long drive to work and a long drive home, and both of them consistently, I'm thinking about family. My entire drive there, and my entire drive back. It's just a weird little thing that I'm not even sure that the radio works in my car because I don't play the radio in my vehicle. I like silence, you know. It's kind of like cutting grass. You could probably invent something amazing while you're cutting grass.
Mm-hmm.
We all know your mind just runs all over the place, right? But anyway, spend time with your family. I've said it a million times that this is what we're here for. And we need to get this channel shared. We need to unite America. I want to switch gears. We need to start bringing people together, unite the masses. Even if there's difference of opinion, we all need to come together and kind of get on a center line with each other and head towards a common goal, which is the survival of America. Because right now it's in turmoil. You know, I want to believe that it's going to get better, but it's going to take a shitload of work. I mean, hands down. It's going to take every single individual person in this country to be able to do that. So everybody's got to come together. But anyway, thank y'all for coming out. Thank everybody for your support. T, as always, Moose, we're still coming on the live. Sax, man, we'll catch you on the next one, brother. Everybody out there, make sure you like, share. If you haven't subscribed, hit that button. And we'll catch y'all on Tuesday. Take care, everybody.
Vanguard, I do got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, God.
You said that article was from the 8th of August, and you've been holding out on me this whole time?
My bad.
I mean,
Hey.
I'm going to bring it up next week again. I want an update on that article.
Well, I gave you an update. It might have not have been a timely delivery, but it was an update.
Well, I'm going to keep bringing it up until we have somebody wearing the bracelets.
Hell yeah.
Okay, don't hold your breath, though, all right?
Well, I'm gonna try to. If I pass out between now and then, y'all have somebody to wake me up, remind me to say it, and then I'll pass back out.
All right, we can do that.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, take care, everybody. Peace out.
Good night, everyone.
Later.
All right.